Hi, I'm Nick, and welcome to the Painter's Mess. So today I want to talk about the new edition of Killteam that just released October 5th. GW has graciously sent me the new box after I paid for it with my own money that I ended up having to earn. So yeah, that's a thing. But I also did receive the bases that have the counters on them, and I wanted to open these up and open the box up to kind of just show off what came in the box, because it's actually pretty exciting that there's a new edition of Killteam with new terrain and new kill teams, obviously, Hivestorm. And then they also, as of today, just released another set of Killteam that'll be coming out relatively soon, I imagine, with the Rattlings and some orcs that are looking like heavily up close and personal kind of orcs. So I think they're called the Wreckers or the Rekkas. I think it'll be really cool. So I'm gonna switch the camera so we can just kind of look at the box and all the contents of what comes in it. So I don't have anything too fancy here in front of me, at least to do unboxing as well as video and all of that. So I'm gonna leave my overhead light on because I feel like if I turn it on, it might be a little bright. Yeah, we'll just leave it off for now. So first of all, this is the little extra that comes with pre-ordering the box, because I did pre-order it 2 weekends ago when it first released or came up for pre-order. And it's their not objective markers, they are bases with little tokens on them, so are little counters. So it is pretty much just like the plastic base. I actually probably could turn the light on for this one. Just turn it low. They're pretty cool. What I would say is, because it is just like this green plastic, you're definitely going to have to paint the numbers that are on the inside so you can see what numbers you're actually looking at. And although I imagine it's relatively easy to pop these open so you can paint it. Oh, yeah. So that's pretty cool. Just a couple little prongs and a little, they fit inside, and then this would sit right here. Make sure that the numbers are facing the correct side so you can spin it. And then you can paint these and be able to read them. So that's actually really cool. I think this is the first time I've seen GW come out with something like this. And if you haven't bought or didn't pre-order the box and these are available, I would recommend it, especially if you have Killteam or if you're a fond of Killteam, because this is a pretty easy way to do your Killteam counters. One thing that I see that might be the problem, at least with using these as your base, is you'd have to literally pick up the model to turn it, or like kind of shift the model, and that's kind of tedious and annoying. But there's also a variety of different kind of markers around the community. There are obviously you can use dice like most people do for counters. There are definitely some MDF ones that do the same thing, that you would actually just set next to your character model, which is significantly easier. So I don't think that this is a bad thing at all. I think they're actually really cool. I think they would be it would actually be really useful. I just don't know the logistics of how well this is gonna do, at least for a playing Killteam while you're in the game. So, and then you have to obviously match the amount of wounds to the counter itself. So if your model doesn't have the same amount of wounds, I wouldn't recommend putting a model that has 15 wounds on a 10 wound counter, right? So it's a few different things logistically that are probably wrong with this, but let's see how it goes with the rest of the box and if it's worth kind of doing, and then really which kill team does it go with, because that was something that was probably unclear, unless there's enough for all of them. But I would have to check, and maybe we'll figure that out. So yeah. Okay, so the box did not come with cellophane, which is perfectly fine. I don't need cellophane in my life. But it did have the little stickies on the edges, so I've already cut those just so I could open it up very easily. and we can just take a look at this. So I'm gonna raise this up some, maybe shift it a little bit so it's just like not right in the way. There we go. Cool. That actually works really well. And we're just gonna kind of open it up and see what's inside. So here is Killteam Hivestorm. So you're definitely looking at a lot of sprue. So first of all, we have the Tempestus Aquilins. I will just call them Aquilins because it's probably what it is. Oh yeah, Tempestus Aquilins right here. So I'm gonna turn this back around because this is, I don't know why that matters to me, but this is kind of how I see it. So, and then we have the Vespid Stingwings right here. So this is all Vespid Stingwings. It looks like we have the wings of the Stingwings, which I think are going to be really cool to build, just because they're almost Tyranid-like, but obviously they are definitely Tau. I think some really cool conversions could be done to make them more Tyranid. I think, to me, they look more Tyranid, and it would be a lot cooler if they were Tyranid. But fish people are cool too. So there are the Stingwings. And then this is the Tempestus Aquilins. So to me, it's more Imperial Guard stuff. And my first kill team was the Tempestus Scions Scions, when Killteam first came out in, what was it, 2018? So, and I ended up selling those, unfortunately, a while ago, but this got me really excited because it's just like, it's with a new edition, it's like playing, it's like bringing these guys back. So I think this is going to be really cool to build and paint these guys. And I plan on painting them kind of like I did before. So that was probably one of like the first pictures on my Instagram that I'd ever posted about painting Warhammer. So I'm really excited on painting these guys up and just having the Scion kill team again, because I think this is really cool. And I also really like the little sentry that they have. I think that's awesome. So here's the terrain, or what it looks like. I just noticed this as I kind of opened it up. I have a chipped piece here, and obviously that is not like, it's shipping, like that happens. And there's no buffer to this box, especially if it gets tossed around. And hopefully nobody else had any chipping in theirs, but it happens, and I'm not upset about it. You know, stuff happens. So if anything, I'll find the piece and I'll just glue it back on, and hopefully I'm not missing like a big chunk or anything important. So yeah, it happens. This is all of the Hivestorm terrain, which is all really cool. I'm curious on how fast I can get this all built and painted. Painted quickly, or at least like primed and all that. Built, you know, is its own thing in time. So this is the sprue that matters, at least in my opinion. So this is the sprue that has all of the fun things for the kill team. This is, you can actually buy this separately, I believe, but it has the smoke screen, it has the barbed wire fence, it has the barriers, and this is all. This is one of the reasons why I bought the box, was to get this sprue, just so I have it, because I like all of the extra stuff that you can add to the kill team. So I'm gonna pull something else out, and this is called Battle Kiwi, or at least where I got it from. So this, and I'm pulling this out just for reference. So this has a bunch of Horus Heresy stuff in it. I painted mine. It's MDF. Obviously I am a Death Guard fan, so all of my stuff is Death Guard related, but it does have my kill team stuff in it too, so I can just carry all the stuff at once. Has little tokens. Obviously I have 2 kill team objective markers here, and inside I have all of my dice that I use for my Death Guard army, my Horus Heresy army, some templates, and then a tape measure, my little kill team tokens, and the little laser light for line of sight, as well as all my other kill team stuff over here. And this is just because I like playing Death Guard when I play Kill Team, so I have it all together, and I have the space for it. So this is obviously, these are obviously the older templates, and I just kind of threw paint on mine. They don't have the numbers because we have now changed from symbols to back to numbers. I have 2 of the, or 3 of the things. I'm gonna move this out of the way now. So I have 3 of the barriers already, and I've painted mine all corroded like because Death Guard, right? I'm so excited to have more of these because now I can paint them differently depending on which kill team I want. And there are definitely 3D files for these if you want to print out some more. If you have a 3D printer, I think this one is plastic, but I do have the ones I did for my display board for my Death Guard kill team. I have that I 3D printed out, and they look exactly the same. So this is nice. It is the same template. I could just put on numbers here to match the symbols. That way I don't even have to think about it, and I can continue to utilize these because they are exactly the same. One thing that is also available on the internet are other templates that have the numbers and the symbols already. So for me, obviously, I have 3D printed out a Death Guard one, and it is the perfect size with the numbers as well. So now I will have not only a Death Guard one, but I'll have a couple extra, and I'll just put numbers on. So like your old Kill Team gear is not wasted in this by buying this box and playing the new edition. All of your old Kill Team stuff can still be utilized. And I know that, I don't remember who the creator is that had built these, but I know that if you search them online, you can find them. And they have one for every kill team, or at least they did have one for every kill team or every army. So it's like you can definitely find one that fits your playstyle, or at least fits your theme, and paint it up. So for me, Death Guard is obviously mine. Unfortunately, there is no Death Guard for Kill Team anymore because of the compendium. Teams have been lost, but hopefully during this edition they release a new Kill Team for Death Guard, kind of like they did with the Nemesis Claw. And then all of this will still be useful for me. Otherwise, I could always run them as Legionaries, as Nurgle, and I can swap out like the actual Death Guard character models, or the models for the Legionary characters, and play with them that way. It's just not the same. They're not Death Guard without actually being Death Guard. So, but at least I have this for the future. And then obviously I still have all of the tokens as well. But I am very excited about the barbed wire, the cool barriers, the smokes, and building all of this up. Specifically this to bring into a new Kill Team edition. So I'm gonna remove all of these things out, and we can keep moving forward. So the next part, I'm assuming, is the artwork and the books and all of that. So this is very interesting. It's like, I know that I'm not going to keep this, but like I want to keep this nice because of my OCD on how I want to keep things nice. Obviously you have another Kill Team board here. Let's take this out. This is the Hivestorm Kill Team board. It looks pretty good. It's just like every other Kill Team board. I have a few behind me, or in my hobby room, so I have a bunch of these just so I can play Kill Team. All right, and from here it looks like we have the books and all of the extra stuff. So I'm gonna take the book out for a second, and we'll go underneath. Nothing on that side, which is fine. Bases and dice. So obviously more Kill Team dice. Oh, these ones are white compared to my orange ones, so I will probably just add these to my my little Battle Kiwi box, and I'll have those added to there so I can have a different set of dice if anybody else plays. And then of course your bases for all your models that you've just now gotten. So realistically, this is the last thing, and this is a very beautiful box, and how it was set up, I think it was really cool. But let's open this up. And ooh, that's really cool. Cool artwork. Tempestus Aquilans versus the oh Jesus, Stingwings, Vespid Stingwings. I seriously think they need to be more Tau than they, or not Tau, more Tyranid than they do Tau. So maybe some conversions are online soon. Here's your core book, your Killteam core book. For me, I have all the Killteam books behind me, so for every edition, I love reading them. I love the Killteam stuff. I think it's really fun, and I'm pretty excited about this, so I'm just gonna add this to my collection as I continue to play Killteam. So it's really cool. It's actually a really nice book, and I'm really excited to give it a read to get an understanding of the new edition. Here we have Hivestorm Dossier. Interesting. It looks like basically all about Hivestorm. So you have the Vespid, all of their characters, your Tempestus Aquilon Killteam, all of your Killteam, your data cards. So that's pretty cool. Your Stingwings, and then your missions, especially ones that have to do with this particular game. So that's really cool. That's pretty sweet. So it's not only do you have missions from the core rulebook, you now have missions from this dossier, which is pretty sweet. And it's all thematic of playing with the Aquilans and the Stingwings. So that's pretty sweet. That's actually and then your smoke screens and all of that. To have a new edition of Killteam and not only have like this core rulebook that has the core rules and all of the just the base stuff, right? It's also Tyranids. Interesting. I'm gonna look through this because we'll look through this at the end because that's interesting. But to have this, right, you're not only playing the core rules and the rule pack that comes with the new edition, but you also have specific ones for the teams that are within the game, within the box set. So it adds more to the availability of missions that you can run. And you could literally run these with any of the other kill teams. It doesn't have to be the Stingwings and the Aquilans. Like, you could do it with anything. So that's really cool. And I think this is a pretty sweet way of introducing the to that. So if they continue to do these little dossiers, that's really sweet. Obviously your instruction rulebook on how to build everything. I'm gonna see how fast I can actually do that, because like I said, I'm very excited, but I only have a limited amount of time to build today, so we'll see how that goes. And then you have your tokens. So we have Vespid tokens. I don't know what they all mean, but we'll figure that out. And then we have Aquilon tokens. Also don't know what they mean, but we'll figure it out. So I'll have to read the rule books on that. I'm sure somebody's already gone over them, but I did not. So yeah, that's pretty sweet though. And then here's your standard tokens for everything else. Your smokes, your grenades, your objective markers. A ruler that is part of the things. Wow, that's actually really cool. A turn counter, and then obviously your standard tokens for pretty much everything else. So that's actually pretty sweet that they added those. 3 objective markers. Don't have any more than 3. I know the previous edition had many more, but looks like we only need 3 in this one. And then your approved ops. That's pretty sweet. And all of that is in its own box. So your ops cards, all of your tactical ploys, strategic ploys, it looks like are in here. If I have that right. Nope. Kill ops, crit ops. Basically your card deck, your tac ops, and all that. Definitely a little cheat sheet rulebook. Another one, another one. And this is pretty much how you play the game. Little cheat sheets, kill op. Yeah, I'd have to look up all the rules again. It's been a little bit since I played some Killteam, but these are actually pretty cool. Tac ops, seek and destroy, security, recon, infiltration. I do remember these being very helpful, and I'm sure that they're going to be very useful for playing Kill Team. So that is the Kill Team box. I'm sure somebody's already done a review of it, but I'm really glad that I am, because I just want to talk about stuff like this. So this is really cool. I obviously bought this and had to wait until the actual game was released, so I'm not fancy. I don't have a bunch of subscribers, but hopefully one day I will get there. So this was really cool. This is awesome. Obviously, I'm really excited to play. I'm really excited to see how this goes, these missions. And what I wanted to point out is if you come to the back and you look at some of these aren't available to play as your hordes. So as I say, some of these are not available to play as your standard teams anymore, but I'm assuming this is of non-playable characters that your kill team can play. So this is the multiplayer game. So where you have the drop zones of your extra players, larger tables, Galadark, and missions and all of that. But these are referenced as non-playable characters. So your Poxwalkers, your Tyrannid Hormagaunts, your Jackals, some World Eaters. All of these really don't have a kill team for the most part. I mean, it's not true for everything, but because like a Novitiate does, a Karskin does, Khazarkin, Khazarkin, Legionaries, like they do, but not all of the small things do. So it's really, you know, what models do you have available to do the Horde game, but many of these aren't playable like your Cultists. Well, I guess Cultists kind of do, but like Poxwalkers aren't available anymore because there's no Compendium team. Hopefully that changes one day and Death Guard come back, personally. But that's me. I know that they're not great in Kill Team, but I do love Death Guard, so yeah. This was really cool. Hopefully you liked this kind of review. It's nothing special. I think it's going to be very exciting. And if you pick up a game of Kill Team, or you picked up the box, tell me what is the most thing you're excited about with it. What Kill Teams do you plan on playing? And if you plan on picking up the box, or if you if you're just picking up specific Kill Teams to play. Either way, I think it was really cool. I'm very glad that I was able to pick up this box for this new edition. I'm very excited to play. I have many ideas for Kill Teams coming along, and for that, thank you for watching if you've watched this far, and stay tuned for things on the channel because I plan on doing a lot more content. So thank you. I'm Nick. This is The Painter's Mess, and see you in the next video.